I think it's a great opportunity. I just really appreciate the coaching staff here at Jacksonville State for allowing me the second chance to live my dream. That's to play football. I really think this offense can expose my talents a lot. Hopefully, we we can just put up enough wins this season to win a national championship.
What was it about Jacksonville State that was appealing to you and saying this is where I want to go?
I just guess it's a quiet place, and just hearing about their record. There was a fine team last year, and I feel like they have a lot of talent on the team. Then I can come in and build some depth to that, and hopefully we can get back to a national championship.
The kind of back that you are, coaches have talked about this to us, that over time you can be the face of the program, like the quarterback that they used to have here a couple years ago was. I smile when I say that. Do you like that role?
And hopefully I can be that role. Just want to be a positive role model out there and just go out. I just want to go out and win games and just build around that.
Coach Grove mentioned recently that Ryan Fairley talked to you before you came here. Can you kind of tell us what he told you?
He was just basically explaining to me the offense and just telling me what kind of guys the coaches were and about this place, and so he was really telling me that I really like it. It was quiet. Basically he was in the same situation as I was, coming from a school like he did. But he was just basically telling me to come in with a low level head. He telling me this would be a great place for me to be and just to start over at.
Expectations for yourself, this year running the ball? What do you see yourself doing?
Hopefully I can just lead this team to a national championship, and whatever accolades come with that, I'll be happy for him.
I mean, you came here to show what you can do, though, too, right?
Oh yeah.
And what is that?
Hopefully just put up enough numbers to win. That's all I want to do.
Washaun, at the end of the Georgia, I understand how some of the circumstances were when you were there to decide to transfer here. Sometimes you get the ball a ton, next time you wouldn't get the ball a lot. How frustrating was that to you, and was it important for you to find a place where that wouldn't happen?
It was very important to me, especially with the way we was playing. I felt like I could have helped the team out a lot, and I wasn't really given that opportunity to. So I just wanted to go somewhere where I can actually help the team win, and like I can just be trusted with the coaches and my teammates.
You feel like you can be the best back in the conference?
If I put enough work in, I'm sure I can.
The conversation we had with Perry alluded to that. What kind of impact did it have on your decision?
It had a real big impact. Just knowing what kind of player he was, and just knowing that he'd been through a lot, and I can just see myself going through some of the same things he went through, and I just felt like if he can make it here, it'd be a good place for me to start.
What was the deciding factor? I mean, I'm sure there was a number of schools. So what made it?
Actually, Washaun had some SEC schools that were trying to get him to come. Not something he might want to talk about, but his biggest decision was whether to go to a couple of SEC schools that offer him a chance to go sit out. So what you might think his decisions weren't necessarily. Just to give you the background, people that recruited him when he went to Georgia came back and re-recruited him. Is that right, Washaun?
Yeah, it was basically that I just didn't want to sit out a whole year and just miss playing football. I knew I just couldn't watch just go somewhere and sit out and watch my teammates play and not be able to be out there with them on the field. So I just basically decided on that, and in Jacksonville State, and I just knew it was a growing program and it had a lot of talent, and I could fit myself in with them.
Coach Crow mentioned that Marquez recruited you some. Is that correct?
Yeah. I just knew I heard of Marquez, and he was in high school. Warren Robins, a big school in the state of Georgia, and me just being a low classification single A, so they was always on a pedestal higher than I was, and I just always wanted to play against them. And then not having the opportunity to come play with them, I didn't want to give that up.
Washaun, in our conversations today with Coach, we've heard your name connected with Herschel Walker, Perilou, Cadillac, and Ronnie Brown. Did we get the vote yet?
Let me give you one more. I see his name written down, and it's Washaun Ealey. This is 4 days ago, 5 days ago. I said, Washaun, what's a C for? Cameron. And I said, Cameron. He said, yeah, the same lady that named Kim named me.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, you gotta
I don't know if
do
they're
that
kin
still.
or not, but
No, we're not.
I got
kin.
another connection in there for you.
It's just my his family and my family. My mom and his mom went to church together when we was real young, and it was like sisters at the same church or whatever.
Well, the point, you know, the great players that he has obviously connected you with, is that too lofty a crowd for you to be putting your name in there with? Are you right in with those guys? What do you think?
I wouldn't put myself out there with those guys. I feel like if I work hard, I can achieve some of the great achievements they have achieved. Hopefully I will.
What's the other connect?
There's been a few of them. You know, he's not far from Wrightsville, so we started talking about in our earlier conversations. I said, didn't that boy, that Walker, come from right down the road? How far is it?
It's like probably 30 minutes away, 30 to 45 minutes away.
It's a history of running backs in that part of the world. I can put it that way. That was our first conversation we ever had, was the running back mentality, which he has. So.
And I think I just wanted to ask you one other thing. Goes to the future of this season. We all saw what you did in the Kentucky game last year for those red people that you played for before.
No bulletin board stuff in here now.
They put, well, don't warn you. You know,
That's why I'm sitting here.
They play Kentucky this year. Are you looking forward to that, and do you see why we would make that connection when they get to play them?
And hopefully, I'm looking forward to playing them. Hopefully, I can have another game like I had against them. I'm just looking forward to the challenge, and just hopefully we can go out there and get a win.
You know, he had said that when I asked him the same thing, he said, well, if we had Georgia offensive